Every day at the OSH Proterie, we monitor hundreds of updates so our members don't have to. I'm Helen Cleary, and today I'm pulling out the critical shifts and interesting reads from February that every OSH leader needs on their radar. We're talking a major shift in OSHA enforcement strategy, the new 2024 fatality data, and a Cal OSHA move that dropped predictably on a Friday afternoon. So let's dive in. We're starting with a major signal from the top. In his first major on record interview since taking over as OSHA administrator, David Keeling sat down for an exclusive with Bloomberg Law. His message: workplace safety is a national health crisis, and his number one priority is a massive hiring surge for 180 new inspectors. But here's the nuance. Keeling also stated that his measure of success is preventing injuries and illnesses, not the volume of citations or inspections. And that's a positive signal. He is focused on modernization, repealing outdated rules while shifting toward predictive analytics. This is a smart, balanced approach that we support and agree with. So I encourage you to take advantage of OSHA's cooperative programs like the Voluntary Protection Program and the new Safety Champions Initiative. Work with the agency now to ensure your prevention programs are actually effective and compliant. Speaking of predictive analysis, the BLS just released the 2024 Census of Fatal Occupational Injuries. But the numbers tell a split story. The good news: fatalities are down 4% overall. We saw a big win with a 16% drop in deaths from exposure to harmful substances, largely because workplace overdoses are finally trending down. But here's the signal for EHS leaders. Pedestrians struck by vehicle deaths jumped nearly 19%, and falls from over 30 feet remain a major killer. So we're getting better at complex risks, but losing ground on everyday ones that happen in transportation and slips, trips, and falls. Also, a critical note on workplace violence. While violent acts decreased overall, homicides actually increased. And while women account for only 8% of total fatalities, they represent over 15% of those homicides. This is a clear reminder to pay attention to workplace violence prevention risks and strategies. Moving to health risks, new EPA data shows PFAS, those forever chemicals, in the drinking water of 151 million Americans. PFAS isn't just an environmental issue anymore. It's a community and soon to be employee relations issue. If your facility is in one of the 1,000+ systems over the limit, you may need a communication plan now. This reality check will eventually hit your workplaces and product stewardship programs. My advice: know which systems supply your facilities. You can actually type your location into the USA Today interactive map to see if your site shows up in the EPA data. I think we'll continue to see this national and local stories on this topic. So be proactive here and now so you're prepared for questions and have a response plan when the time comes. On the leadership front, a new Concordia study found that CEOs who have personally lived through natural disasters oversee companies with 24% fewer workplace injuries. I love this study because it confirms what we've always known: lived experience changes how you value safety. And if your CEO has seen uncontrolled risk firsthand, you may have a shorter path to securing capital for engineering controls and program improvements. If they haven't, think about how this research can help bridge the gap. Pair that leadership buy-in with the new ASSP white paper on AI. It's a timely tool for responsible integration. Review it before you sit down with senior leadership to discuss how AI can actually improve your safety outcomes. Now for the Friday the 13th rule. At 4 p.m., right before a holiday weekend, Cal OSHA dropped its worker walkaround rulemaking. And this is a big one that popped up in Cal OSHA's queue. It's California's response to the federal OSHA final rule from April 2024, and it's created massive buzz regarding third-party access to your work sites. And this is exactly where OSH Proterie leans in. We've already provided our members with extensive briefings on this, including specific impacts on non-union operations and protection of proprietary secrets, how employers can prepare and work with third-party people at your work site. If you aren't tracking this rulemaking yet, you're already behind the curve. Finally, because we all need a laugh, I spent way too much time on Board Panda's gallery of 53 spectacular OSHA violations. We're talking ladders on questionable foundations, eye-watering electrical setups, and emergency exits that open into solid walls. I looked through all 53 of them and I laughed, but then I had that uncomfortable professional flashback of seeing things early in my career and thinking this just isn't right. But use these for your next toolbox talk. They are the perfect icebreaker, and there are some good ones in there. And remember, culture shows up in the little choices. Duct tape is a great fix, and it may not be a safety hazard, but where you put it sends a message to your team and your customer. Those are just a few highlights from February. Make sure to like, follow, subscribe so you don't miss these updates. At OSH Proterie, we weed through the noise and curate the industry information that EHS leaders need to know every single day. Reach out to learn more about our work and the EHS News app. Stay safe, and thanks for watching.